Apify just destroyed all their Apollo scrapers, so I made a new scraper using N8N and another service that does the same thing for just a tiny bit more money. The template is going to be in the description. It's totally free. I'm not selling anything. I just figured I'd share this. The way this works is you start the workflow by sending a form, and it should just have your Apollo URL in there. Then it will send a request off to this service called Leads Rapidly, and here's the link. I'll put a link in the description as well. And this service is great. They scrape Apollo just like we used to be able to do on Apify. They have an API, so I'm going to trigger it using that. Here's how you set this thing up for yourself. Go into Setup Variables 1, and you need two things. You need your API key from Leads Rapidly. You get that by going to Get Started, and then Reset. It's going to give you a new API key. Copy that, then come back over here and paste it in here. Change this number of leads variable if you want more or less leads scraped out of the Apollo search. Take that same API key and paste it into Setup Variables 2 as well, right here under API key. Then you need a Google Sheet to deposit everything into. So I'm just going to go to Sheets and make a blank sheet and just call this Leads Rapidly Stuff. Yeah, great name. Copy the URL and paste it into the sheet URL. Then whatever name you want the sheet to be, just copy that and paste it in here. So you could also use a sheet that has all sorts of different pages on it. Your call. It's ready to roll. Now flip this to active. Not quite ready to roll. One more thing. Flip it to active, and then go to this webhook node and copy the production URL right here. In Leads Rapidly, go to webhooks, and then replace this endpoint with whatever you just copied, and make sure transaction completed and transaction failed are checked. Then it save changes, and you should be good to go. Everything else in the workflow is already set up. I have it set up to talk to Lead Rapidly's API. I have it set up to respond to the webhook properly. It'll download and upload and parse the CSV so it all gets put in your Google Sheet. So let me just show you a test with 5 leads. I'm going to submit an Apollo URL. So paste that in here, hit submit. You'll see that run. And now the rest of the workflow will run, but you're not going to actually see it visually run. It's going to pop up in this executions window here in just a second. So workflow just ran. In the executions tab, you can see it happened. Took about 5 seconds once the scrape was done, and everything got deposited into Google Sheets. This was a little complex to set up because you have to set up a response to the webhook in a certain way. This service doesn't actually put things into Google Sheets for you. It just gives you a CSV file. So I had to ask for the download link and then download it, parse it up. Not super complicated if you're technical, but if you're not and you've had your Apify Apollo scrapers working and now they're all broken, hopefully this is a nice, easy way to fix it up. Leave a comment if you have a question, and I hope this was helpful.